I always like this. Yeah, but I don't see it right now. They use my left eye. I don't know why.
I'm David Berman, president of Capitol Records, and I think president of Beastie Boy Records, but I'm not sure about that one. I am very excited about the fact that the Beastie Boys are on this label. Their new record, Paul's Boutique, will definitely blow away any speculation or misconception about what this group can do. The Beasties are not a concept masterminded by someone else. And the extraordinary success of their first album, Licensed to Ill, was no fluke. There is a review of Paul's Boutique in the July issue of Spin magazine, which I think may just say it all. Long overrated as a gimmick, the Beasties have been underrated as visionary grubs. This is the sound of three guys working very hard, cramming each second with a new idea and a tough rhyme. I think the boys have delivered what can be honestly compared to as the Sgt. Pepper of rap. The word on the street from respected rappers from Eazy-E to MC Hammer to Public Enemy is that these guys are real indeed. The music is stupid fresh, and they have the stuff. So enough talk. Let's raise the flag up the pole. Batman, watch out. The Beasties are going to be in your face this summer. Go.
Sorry, Henry. Hang on. Everybody rolling? You guys ready? Okay, cool. Go!
The guy who did this was crazy, right? Did you notice that the balloons start becoming one color when they get far away?
Where?
Right over there. Where are they? Neither red nor blue.
Or white.
Well, white's white, so it's already crazy. Yeah.
That's the way it should be, you know?
That's the way life should be.
It should be. You shouldn't see, you have to see.
You shouldn't see color. You should be like a dog. You see black and white.
You do that in your kitchen, huh?
Hey, Donna. Look hard.
Oh, I heard you in the car.
Yeah, with him.
Well, not for some reason, yeah.
How are you sitting this so long?
That's what I'm into, is like when you play on like K-Day and like they have some wacky and like the older guys call it. Well, you know, I thought the beat was there, but I tell you, I don't know, man. I don't know what the cuts. Yeah, that's the funniest shit.
You sounded really hot. It's on the radio. Weird hot.
Oh, yeah, he goes.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like we're
huge star. Next man is from Boston, Massachusetts. It's going to be either a Capitol or an Atlantic recording artist.
Take video.
All the way from Boston for this particular event.
Recording studio.
Half fallopian. This is made by the Trojan Company, this item here.
Sunglass remedy. Okay, when you're speaking to somebody, imagine they're Ray Charles. How you doing? What's your name? I'm Manning. The Walkers? Yeah, we're here. We're on a schmooze tour with Capitol
Tom Walker. Tom Walker.
Tom Walker. This is Mike Deneen Walker.
Do you folks know about milding yet?
Do you know about milding?
You know about milding?
Come here. We're going to mild this young man. Okay.
Wilding. Wilding happens in New York City.
in
Lots of
Central
people
Park.
frantic, ripping
Milding
you,
is
knives.
the more passive
Milding a
approach.
little more passive.
Smudge the glasses.
Roll his sleeves up.
Tug in the ears. Expose it back to the sun. There you go.
This man has been milded.
This is the milding spot right
This
here.
man is
Very
milded.
gently. Touch right there. Very gently. That's the milding spot. This is wilding. No, milding. Milding is the passive approach to wilding.
Not mine. Right, and you've been victimized.
Paul, you want to go? Meredith, slow down.
Did you have it today? Yeah. How'd it go?
I'm doing shit with besides the sound company. Hey, say what about that thing? I was just talking about the weather's good.
No, we just looked at it.
Oh man! Water, man!
I'm like off the wagon.
All right, the captain is officially ready to take off.
Like the headline we run, the captain falls off the wagon and off the roof.
The captain is back.
You guys want to tell me about Paul's good
We've just been like, playing. Been a long, lonely time. It's been a long time. A lot of people like to say it's been a long time, since the Beastie Boys have emerged from the studio. Like the Beatles went in, they made a record, and then they emerged from the studio. We went in, it was a long time before we emerged.
And Alice Cooper went in one time.
A lot of people think we're fresh off the block, but the group has paid a lot of dues. We've been doing this for a long time. We've paid a lot of dues paying going on.
I'd like to say what's up to Frankie Crocker and to Paco from 92 KTU.
Not all of them.
a lot of people, you know, they ask us, they say, you know, why so emerged in the studio?
And they're jealous.
Basically, because, you know, we came along, all right, when we came along, there were a lot of rappers out there, a lot of FMCs, but not a lot of big records, okay? Not a lot of big pop records. And then we came along, and now, you know, you'll see that, you know, in a way, it keeps going and going and going. In a lot of ways, we paved the road for that to happen.
And that's exactly what we've done. I agree with Mike.
How long you
What did Mike say?
Boutique?
Talking about the road.
Long.
Paul's Boutique.
How long have I working in it?
On it. In it and on it.
Baby, we're on it.
And where?
Well,
On it.
I'll say right now, for the record, none of us ever had to work in any boutique anywhere, ever.
Well,
But on the album, we worked a while because it brings us back to the whole 2 weeks to
I
1
make
day
fresh
of work
rhymes
done.
daily. You make fresh rhymes rarely.
How'd you like working with the Death Brothers?
That's a sensitive one, really.
Hard men to please.
They're hard men to please.
Aren't you?
You know, we're very hard men to please.
very hard, man.
Very, very hard men
Good
to please.
combination.
Very hard.
Well, you're talking about 6 hard men to please.
Hey,
What's going on? What's going on over
Will you
there?
take care of that?
someone's getting killed over there. Hey, Dave's cooking. When did Dave go?
I understand there's some trouble over there.
I think it's been taken care of.
My mic's fortune.
And this is the first album.
Oh, shit.
Ruben. Right? So how's that?
Well, you figure we had 2.
Wait, makeup? What's here?
Indian guy in the TV thing.
Jason
No,
Strongbow?
No, this guy, like the guy that the security guy is. He said it one time.
Chief
Getting all that on tape?
from
Oh, it's on TV show.
Kruger's Nest?
Michael.
Yeah, that was it. There you go.
What makes the Death Brothers so hard to please? When you decide that you even want?
No, they're hard.
Please them.
Please them, we do not do.
To please is separate.
The hard part is they're just hard men.
Why are you taking us down?
Or are they?
Gotta,
Kevin's gonna bring them home.
what did Dylan mean when he said you gotta serve somebody?
You gotta serve somebody.
What's going to be the first
What did he
single?
say about bagels and chitlins?
Huh?
What's going to be the first single?
Hey ladies.
Bagels and chitlins.
Hey ladies.
Ladies or Bagels and Chitlins?
But
Which one?
Bagels and Chitlins is a B-side.
Hey, bagels.
Why Hey Ladies?
Why not Hey Bagels?
Hey,
Why not?
why not? We could just be sitting here saying why not all day. And ask, well, why not?
Why not?
Why not say why not? What a stupid thing.
Tell me about the sampling on the record. You used a lot of wild stuff this time, right?
You should use some more George Carlin type stuff.
Yeah, well, halfway there was a George Carlin phase on the album. There's this guy who came in the studio, sort of an extra producer, and he sort of encouraged us to go all the way, to go the distance on this one.
We had the Brady Bunch shit, and then we got the Barney Miller stuff.
Yeah, and then we had Paco,
Paco from '92.
Disco 92 to
George
you.
Carlin, Good Bionic Woman.
All the crazy stuff.
Bionic style.
You know, I'll just
Wrong
say
style,
right now, a
Bionic
lot
Man.
of people try to look at our music, try and take it apart, try to decipher it as samples. And I'll just say right now, you know, what they don't understand is that, you know, we're just making music like anyone else, man. You know, we're just trying to make some records here. We're just taking a bunch of music that we like and putting it together. And I don't
Stop
know.
the samples.
I just don't know why
From the
trouble.
people, for the people.
Stop the samples.
Well, what does that mean? Like stop the samples, music for the people. If are the samples just another instrument?
You know, he plays a lot of instruments. You know, Davey B plays a lot of instruments. He plays bass, plays keyboards. But his favorite instrument is
most
the
favorite
turntables.
instrument.
Who's Lloyd Lincoln Young? And how do you end up?
He's right there in his security outfit.
You don't know Lloyd Lindsay Young? He's
Channel 9.
Channel 9, the weather guy.
Hello, Brooklyn.
You know, the hello whatever guy.
Hello, Syosset.
Hello, Miami.
That guy.
So how did Lloyd Lincoln
Mommy.
Young end up on the album?
Because we grew up
friend of
with
the
Lloyd,
band. He's
man.
a friend of the
Lloyd's
band.
over in Secaucus.
He's our friend Ricky Powell is his
RTW.
uncle.
Lloyd would be up in the 2 yards all night, man. Dude's crazy.
Basin.
Let me just tell you, man, a lot of people see Lloyd Lindsay Young, the weatherman. They don't see Lloyd Lindsay Young, the party mammal, the weekend warrior in Lloyd Lindsay Young. Nobody sees that side of
So he's
him.
a compadre, is that it?
Well, he used to be a writer, but now he's a bomber.
What's the difference between License to Ill and Policy to
A writer writes, or bomber bombs.
Yeah, I'm slipping.
Tell me about the difference between License to Ill and
Flashback
Policy
bombing.
to
They're two different albums, mostly.
What's the difference between them?
One's
Well, one happened, say, 3 years before the other, right? That's the difference, okay? We had one producer on one and like 3 different guys on another.
This one had.
This one folds out a lot more. The first one folded out a couple of times. This one folds out a
This
lot
one's
more.
the new shit, and the old one is
old shit.
behind us now.
That's the behind shit.
You know, a lot of people like to say, you know, well, don't you feel, you know, do you have any regrets towards having $10 on the ground? I myself, I like to say no. I will take that $10.
Damn, that's my money.
When you guys did the sampling for this record, did you have to go through any kind of clearance
so much money?
sampling, given what's going on in the past?
I'm sorry, say that again?
For this album, did you guys clear any of the samples, given what's going on with Ben Escobedo?
Samples?
Yeah.
Samples. Well, whatever samples are there
Who's Eddie Castor?
are being cleared, but I just, you know, I'm not really sure how much of that really is going on with this
Mike,
album.
would you look at Sean for a minute?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Look at Sean, man.
You guys be going out?
What's that?
You guys be going out on tour?
In the fall, yeah. We're going out in the fall. Just give us a few good stages, you know, a few good buildings, and a few good riffs, man, and that's all it takes, you know. Because I think, you know, right now, as MCs, you know, we're ready to go out.
Yeah, you might be missing a few people, though. Is there anyone in particular you'd like to tour with? You just want to go solo?
Which people?
Engelbert Humperdinck.
I don't know. I tell you, you know, a lot, like Jerry did like an acoustic thing for a while, you know, like outside of the Dead, and that's cool. And so we're thinking of doing something with that.
Acoustic thing for a long time.
Well, I mean, everybody in the Dead has the things that they do outside of the group, right? You know, and yet they're probably one of the longest surviving and successful groups that we have, aren't they? You know, so you've always got to do something outside to kind of keep your sanity so you can bring something into the group. And that's what the Dead have done so successfully, really.
Phil Les used to jam with the head of my old school.
Is Jerry Lewis still in the Dead?
But anyway, wait, who can we
still
take
Dead?
on tour? Well,
Yeah.
I think New Riders of the Purple Sage would be good.
That'd be hot.
So, but you were talking about side projects. Does that mean that Beasties would have side projects that somebody?
Oh, I think, you know, in the past there have been side projects, in the future there'll be, and I just explained, you know, like I said, you look at the Grateful Dead, one of the longest surviving successful groups, they're bringing these side projects into the group, and that's why Jerry is still jamming, man.
If you guys go out on tour,
Go out?
Go like what?
If we go out on tour, we're not going out like roaches, okay?
do you think, is it going to be, are the Beasties, have they grown up any, or are the Beasties going out?
Still those wacky, zany, crazy Beasties that
Those
you love.
wild, crazy, beer-swilling beasties.
What do you guys think about Surgeon General's most recent
Surgeon General is
foray
deaf.
into,
The Surgeon General is
Look, there's only one, I think there's only one surgeon, look, there's only one Surgeon General, isn't there?
He's got his
So
name
who are you to
everywhere.
question the one Surgeon
He's
General?
the man.
Oh, I'm not
Think about the two
questioning
terms.
him.
He's a surgeon and he's a general. And it's not like a general surgeon, like a guy that can just do general
he's just not
surgery.
a- like
He is a general
Like
as
Surgeon
like
General cut
his
Professor
status.
DJ Figs.
So what I'm asking is if you give a shit about any of the stuff he says about alcohol and
What is he saying about
rock and roll and stuff.
What's his most recent statement about the link between alcohol, sports, and rock and roll?
That the alcohol supplier should not sponsor tours, and they shouldn't, let's say, run ads in football games because it glamorizes it to kids.
Well, we say that musicians shouldn't be sponsored by corporations.
Football guys, though, should be.
Why should football guys be?
Well, they run around a lot, you know. I mean, once the game's over,
They like to, put some greasy stuff all over them, I guess. I don't know. That's what those guys do.
I just feel like I take a risk being a member of this group, so people should have to take a risk to listen to what this group does.
To use Aquavell.
It's only fair, right?
Well, in fact, you were saying that before, that it takes courage. Is that what you were saying?
Huh? Not so much courage as out and out stupidity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is Ted Knight going to get a star on Hollywood Boulevard or what?
Ted Knight has a star.
No, Tom Jones is getting one today.
I'm asking about... I'm talking about...
Tom Jones is getting one now?
Yeah, he's down at Fredericks right now.
He's getting a star at Fredericks of Hollywood?
Last star in front of Fredericks of Hollywood.
Where do you think that the Beastie Boys star should be on Hollywood Boulevard?
Where should the Beastie Boys star be?
It's gotta be.
Where should out of all of Hollywood Boulevard? I think it should be sandwiched right next to like Dolly Parton. Wait, dude, who's the other one? Oprah Winfrey. Does Oprah Winfrey have a star?
Two stars.
I think, I'd like to be between Dolly and Oprah. Oprah Winfrey.
Alright.
Can you tell me a little bit about the album cover?
Give it to them. Give me that.
RJ's latest arrival.
Tell me about why you chose that for the album cover. Hold it out to us too, so that like the people at home can see it too.
I don't know.
Bug out to it for hours.
No one at home can see it.
Yeah, but I'm just going out on a selfish tip this afternoon.
You can bug on it for a long time. Just look at it.
The main thing is...
Dave Skilkin's in there.
Alright, it's a longer... No, look, it's longer, right? So there's more you can do with it.
Like what?
I mean, like more quantity. And there's a lot more to look at. But it's really it's a quantity thing, really.
Hey, Dave, would you take it?
Dave, you please.
It's just another example of the Beastie Boys trying to give you more for your hard-earned dollar.
Where do the Beastie Boys live now? Do you live in LA or do you live in New York?
I live in first class.
I myself am living large. I gotta say. Mostly.
Lower than low. What does my brother Matt know?
What I want to know is, you spend a lot of time in LA, but you chose to put New York street scenes on the cover. Why?
A bunch of assholes.
What's special about it?
Why?
Put it on the cover.
Because we'd really like to cover up the fact that we've been living here and we're so embarrassed by it that we thought maybe that would work.
Yo, I ain't shrimp toast.
Why not?
And you think the album cover will help?
Help what?
Not being shrimp toast?
Yeah.
I like shrimp toast.
But I think the album cover will help a lot of people at home fulfill a lot of hours that they might have with nothing else to do, and now they can look at that.
What are your favorite tracks on the record, guys? Do you have any?
This one, the one we didn't put on was good.
There is a track, an excerpted track, but then we'll probably put that on the Christmas record, though.
So you're going to do a Christmas
Yeah, the
record?
Christmas record's
Christmas
really
record.
Dave Skilkin. Can we bring Dave Skilkin forward? Oh, he's not dressed. Dave, you want to get dressed?
Dave, you want to come out here and stand?
I don't want a naked man.
Oh, come on, Dave. This is Dave. Dave's coming out. Dave's got his own record.
Anyway,
Well, it's actually our record, but it's
It's our record, but it's called a Dave Skilkin
Dave Skilkin Christmas.
Christmas.
Dave Skilkin Christmas kind of year.
Yeah,
Time
Dave's
of
coming
year.
out. Dave's gonna.
And it's an EP type of a thing. Some live stuff from the tour that we're doing, and then like some songs that we
And
all
now,
on the
ladies and
album.
gentlemen, the
Period.
man,
Who's
the
Dave?
myth, David Skilkin. All right, boys, good to see you on the scene. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, grab the mic. Oh, wow, hold on.
But Dave, you want to tell us about your Christmas thing?
Well, it's Dave Skilkin presents Mike Diamond and the Beastie Boys, a Dave Skilkin Christmas.
Yeah.
A little too much wind. Hold it more in front of your face.
Okay. You got it. Okay. So,
One more time.
okay.
Introduce
On
one
three,
more
Dave.
time.
Okay, on three.
And David Skilkin.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here.
Hold on
It's
closer, Dave.
Dave Skilkin presents Mike Diamond and the Beastie Boys, a Dave Skilkin Christmas.
Yeah.
And it'll be due out this time next week.
What's a Dave
I mean,
Skilkin
well, if you
Christmas?
run this in December.
What kind of a Christmas is that?
What's a Dave Skilkin kind of Christmas?
Yeah, but what is it?
Dave, if I can ask
He
you,
is
in comparison
that.
to other Christmases happening through the years, how would this one compare?
Oh, it'd be the best Christmas yet!
What do you guys think about the Def Jam ending?
Which one?
The Beastie record they're putting out, White House?
It's hot.
Yeah, we heard about that.
We've heard about that.
All right, thanks, man. Hey, thanks, man.
Thank you.
right.
You know, I would say right now, there's a lot of rumors on the street, you know, a lot of cheap bum MCs saying that there's Beastie Boys records coming out on Def Jam or this and that. But I'll tell you, first off, I don't know if they're going to come out. Second of all, it's pretty late.
Well, yeah, they're doing a record, so they say that, but we don't have nothing to do with it. So if you see a Def Jam Beastie Boys record, you know, that doesn't have an airplane on it, it's not us.
It's not ours.
It's some fat guy going, you know, making someone in the studio doing something. I don't know.
You know, it's a sad thing. It's like I heard all kinds of rumors of people they were hiring to be the Beastie Boys. I heard a few kids from New Kids on the New Kids on the Block.
On the hot,
on the Block auditioned to be the new Beastie Boys. I heard
Corey Haim.
I heard Corey Haim audition. Michael Damian audition.
On the cock.
Is that
Yeah. Debbie Gibson auditioned to be in the new Beastie Boys.
I heard Russell Simmons took on some weight and put on a baseball hat, and he's out there busting lines.
Mickey Dolenz.
Mickey Rivers.
Who of these people would you like to see be the next Def Jam Beastie Boys?
Anybody's alright with me.
I'd say Mickey Rivers is my first
That's
choice.
Dante,
Ron.
Dante, Ron.
Who else? Oh, Sam Sever.
What's Sam's
not
cool?
on par with Ron.
That's true.
No way. Sever's cool. Stash 2, my man. I like my man to be on
Wait,
there.
who else is on the White MC tip song? I know.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. I didn't see what happened. You know, I will tell you.
I know Asian.
What was that with Mark?
Rollo in Mork and Mindy.
Huh?
You guys ready?
Rollo was on Sanford and Son.
No, Rollo is a guy with a mustache.
Rollo.
So,
He was on Sanford and Son. His name was Rollo. Where was Rollo from?
Let's do this.
thank you. So, you guys were here for a flag raising ceremony today for the Beastie flag.
Didn't see it from here.
Well, we can't see it from here, but it is up there.
No, we shot it earlier, so tell me
Okay.
about it. So
Oh, it's a
something to
cool
do with the
flag.
culture.
That was a cool flag, huh?
It's like this. Look, can you get a close up of this?
Whose idea was the flag?
Just look, are you getting this, man? This is what the flag's all about, you know?
Whose idea was the flag? Whose idea was the flag?
Probably Yout's.
It probably was Yout.
It wasn't my idea.
Probably mine.
I don't know. I think we're all going to pass the buck on this one, but I think, you know, it's up there. It's going
Well,
to
we can all
hang
say
for a while.
that it was pretty intense.
Nice flag.
It's
Flags
not
are
like,
cool. I
What
like
do you guys
flags.
think about stuff that's happened the last couple of days in the news with the Supreme Court saying it's okay to burn the flag, and then with the Congress and Bush now wanting to pass a constitutional amendment saying that it should be illegal to
Oh, well, that's a
burn
drag.
the flag.
Is this thing illegal? Our flag?
Oh, you very well might be.
So we might
not
be in
legal
violation?
Yet, but you could be like in a couple years if we get the constitutional amendment.
I don't know, you know, I'll tell you, man, I think they should let the people do what they sort of, you know, we wanted to do something with our own flag and create our own thing, and we put it up, and I don't think
That's
there's
like
really
if
anything wrong
the
with
guy
that.
from Gucci said if you burn the Gucci, then you'd be in jail.
It's like, you know, I
It's
mean,
just
we have an
silly.
opportunity here to juice somebody, and we decide to juice America, and I don't see what the problem is.
I don't see what the big deal is.
Juice kind of
Yeah.
thing. We
Yeah.
could have used any colors we wanted,
Yeah, we could have picked any country, anybody's flag, you know.
and we just decided to juice the old U.S. advance.
So, you think that like what he's saying is bullshit because what
He can say what he wants.
patriotic then if it has anything to do with that at
He
all.
can go and you
That guy's
can...
a geek.
He can do what he wants to do.
Listen, man,
Yes, he's the president.
no, look, he can do what he wants to do, but, you know, it's like there's going to be plenty of people like us, you know, creating their own flags for their own reasons,
Yeah,
for their
why,
own
yeah.
selves, you know.
Wave your freak flag, man, you know?
You know, and just like David Crosby said, wave your freak flag high, okay?
So you think they should be able, that you guys should be able to have a flag the way you do just as much as they're
Hey, man, I want my own flag, man. Yeah, I guess it wasn't that big of a deal. We just So it'd be
just
cool to
like
make a
made it
flag.
Let me ask you something else. Both rap and heavy metal, were kind of turned away from not as of recently, but when Licensed Ill first came out, a lot of people still turned away from it a lot more. What do you?
A lot more than what?
A lot more than now. What do you think? Changed?
What?
Why is rap become more accepted now? Are the Beastie Boys going to be more accepted now? Is Paul's Boutique going to be as controversial as Licensed to Ill?
What are you saying, that people were turned off by it or turned away?
Mind reader?
Yes, possibly.
What am I? Who am I anyway?
What does your mind read?
What?
Yeah, if we could peek into your mind for a minute, what would we then see?
A garbage bag full.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Why do you think raps like
Whatever.
and metal have made the breakthrough of the last few years? That
That's the way things work. It starts out underground and then it comes out. It's like
I heard Whitesnake's coming out with a heavy metal rap album.
I mean, like when we came along and we made Licensed to Ill, people didn't think that all of a sudden rap was going to break through, and that was never the intention or whatever. But just gradually, as records have come out, they've, each one has broken ground in its own way. And this is just part of that. It's no different.
Actually, Rick Rubin said to me when we were talking about it, and he said, I'm the last person that expected the record to sell that many records. Did you guys expect that?
Well, we are probably online after him.
Planned on it.
we knew it.
Yeah.
Do you see any similarities between rap and metal?
And what?
Between rap and metal.
Yeah, like metal kids got long hair, and like hip hop kids got tall ass flat top hairdos.
Yeah, big cameo cuts,
Well, a lot of people wear bicycle shorts, I don't know. They're too tight. I don't see how the air gets out.
I just like to say, it's our stylish flat top hair and stylish clothes we wear.
Bicycle shorts we wear.
What does it take to make a good rap? And how can you tell if a rap is, great or if it sucks?
Who said it? I mean, it's your own thing. Who says that whatever you make is good or bad?
Yeah, but if you're sitting and you're listening to a record, and what makes you say, oh, this is live, or oh, this is like, shut it off?
Memorex. I don't know. I mean,
I'd say
the same thing with all music.
It's a matter of personal taste.
Yeah. Mainly what I do is I try and look around at all the other people, like say in a club, and see what they're dancing. And like whatever they like, then I like.
Mainly how much jewelry that people have on when they do it.
I look and see whoever in the club has the most truck jewelry. and that person I just tend to like the most.
What do you guys
I trust I'm jewelry as good as damn.
what do you think about like some of the rappers, especially a lot of rappers that are coming out of LA right now? There's some pretty heavy violence and sexism in their lyrics. What do you guys think about that?
Whatever.
Down with that.
I mean,
Jag.
We're not down with that.
Yeah, I think that's not our scene or whatever. People depict what they depict in their records, and that's cool. But I don't think that's where we're at right now.
There's only not that many black artists.
Yeah.
Good.
Am I?
There's only some black rappers. Not that many black rappers have been able to cross over, in a really mass sense to the white audience, as it were. Beasties were like the first people to do that, to have real commercial success. Does it matter?
I don't know. We weren't the first people, right? There's Run DMC before. They sold 3 million records so far.
White rappers to do it.
Why you even have to get into a color trip? What's the big trip
That's what
about?
I'm asking you. Is it a bullshit trip or not?
I don't think about that.
Whatever. For us, it's not a conscious thing of we're the first white, black rap, whatever. It's a music form, and it's a music form we happen to do, and that's that.
Is the same kind of success that you guys had with Licensed to Ill important to you for this record? You just put it out, and whatever happens, happens.
If that, man, we'd be appearing live on the White House album, wouldn't we?
Yeah. If that's what we were after, then yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. So you guys had some pretty wild style going in the new video. Tell me, what's the new Beastie style? Is there a new Beastie style?
Well, fresh for '89.
Well, there's a lot of fashion risks. My man Ricky Powell once explained to me that You know, every now and then you might wake up in the morning and you look perfectly good in the mirror and everything, but you'll just go off and you'll take a fashion risk. And that's, you know, that's
What's
it.
a risk? Well, just look at Ricky. Come on, Ricky. Oh, come on, Rick. He's wearing a Jets hat in the summer. He's wearing a Jets hat. Look at, speaking of risks, speaking of risks.
See, and the good thing is that
Come on, you gotta show the new style. He's out of here.
Show off the new style, man.
See, now, some people take fashion risks in the way of lederhosen, and sometimes these risks don't pay off.
Go back into the old times.
Those are bad risks.
What do you think fashion's going to be like in the 90s? What are you going to see in the clubs when you're there?
I hope the bicycle shorts will really, really, just everybody will be into them.
Let me ask you another question. We're doing this piece about rock t-shirts. What's the first rock t-shirt you owned, and what's your favorite one now? Why don't you go first, Adam?
Kansas point of no return.
Is it still your favorite?
Still is.
Adam?
You, Adam?
I think you have to ask Mike, and then I'll think about it and get back to me.
I'll say right now, the first concert t-shirt I had was Elvis Costello. It was a purple t-shirt from Elvis Costello from his first tour, from My Aim Is True, and it had a picture of Elvis on it. Picture.
Is it still your favorite, or do you have any?
No, I don't have it anymore. I wore it too much.
You don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
I don't know. Oh, actually, I do, you know. It's funny you should mention that, because I do happen to have one. This one says Grateful Dead Disco Sucks on it. Serious.
Yeah. I don't know. The only one I can think of was that goofy Clash one that said the only band that matters that everybody else in the world has.
The Grateful Dead don't play disco.
That's why
They did do that disco song though.
No, the Dead do not.
They had a whole disco album.
Why are
man.
people dissing the Dead with those new t-shirts like that?
He's right, the white suits.
Yeah, the white disco suits, the George Harrison disco suits.
That was on their first top 10 album, right?
I thought Shakedown Street was a big one for them. It's called like American Beauty or something, right? American Beauty.
Grateful Dead Disco Out.
Mike, will you tell us all of the Dead's hits in order?
Well, they started with Disco Dancing is Where It's At, and then they got into breakdance.
Dancing Fool Part 2.
Why do you guys think rock fans love the t-shirts so much?
I don't fucking know.
Why do you think you buy them? Why do you think they come to
I never really bought those.
You want to rock that speech about going out like a roach?
Well, I just gotta say, man, you know, a lot of people from the time I bought my first t-shirt to the time I wore my last, people think in a lot of towns that Mike D is dead and they're wearing, you know, whatever, think Mike D is dead, but I'll just say, man, I was rocking then, I'm not gonna change anything, I'm gonna keep on rocking the way I was then till the day I go out like a roach. Alright.
Man, I'll be putting a hole in the old clothes.
Alright. Is that it?
Yeah, well, wait a second. Is there anything else you guys want to tell us about what we're going to find in Paul's Boutique, on Paul's Boutique, however you'd like to call it? What do you got to say to the MTV viewers?
There ain't really that much in there. Sort of sparse.
What, man? What?
I don't know if it's MTV.
Gotta do something for a living.
Well, come on, Say.
Say, you blew your
Come on,
chance,
Sid.
man, you know, and you're
Just show
over.
the new fashion style for the 90s.
I didn't see a logo right here.
As our friends say, just show off the new fashion style for the
My
90s.
question,
What's the question again?
what are people going to find in Paul's Boutique? On Paul's Boutique?
Some music, man.
What are they gonna find?
Yeah.
Probably whatever they decide they'd like to find.
Fight the power! Sorry. A lot of good stuff, man. A lot of,
Looking for
beats.
Beastie Boys interested in your name?
I don't know. A lot of beats, man. A lot of beats.
But I
lot of
tell you,
beats.
you know, a lot of people think, you know, we're going out on tour, we might be going out like roaches, but they don't really know just how into beats we are. You know, so I think what they don't expect is that we're not sleeping on the beats, we're not sleeping on the dance steps, and there's probably going to be more routines in our show than probably anyone's ever seen maybe anywhere. And I'm talking about human routines too.
I mean, we'll be having meetings discussing stuff almost every single weekend.
Sounds like it could be trouble.
Fight the power.
Will it be?
Fight the power.
Will it be trouble?
Yeah, will it be?
We're
For
not
who?
trying to cause trouble, man.
You know, a lot of people, I don't know why people think that we're
They're
going
trying to
into
cause
towns. people think that we're going into towns that, somehow some kind of hassle will be caused, or that somehow it's going to be problematic. I'll say right now, all we want is a hassle-free existence, right?
A lot of people talk a lot
That's
of
all
garbage
we
about
ask
what
for.
you guys are doing, how can you think you can do this because of this or the color of that or some nonsense, but man, we're just trying to make some records and have a good time,
Trying to have a good
I
time.
don't know what's up with all these people all the time trying to come down, just,
So the kid
have a good
goes
time.
out and buys Paul's Boutique, slaps it on the turntable, sticks it in the CD player, whatever it is. He just wants to have a good time. Is he the right Beastie fan?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He should buy the album though. He shouldn't buy the
People
CD
should
or
buy
the tape.
more albums.
He should buy the album.
CDs. What is that, really?
Why do you
It's
guys
a
like,
smaller
I
thing.
personally like vinyl better too. I was in the record store the other day and I said, no, I want to get the album, And they're like, there aren't any albums in here.
I know, it's
Why do you
really
guys like
sad.
better?
It's just more fun.
It's just more fun. You can do more with it. You can cut it up.
It's bigger.
You can just cut it up, work on your scratches, your cuts with the vinyl.
Although I can cut on the CD player pretty good. A lot of people don't know.
All right.
If you know how to rock it, you can do
It's
it.
like buying an apple pie that you can put in the microwave. Man, what's the point?
Exactly. What you're talking about here is you're comparing here grandma's home cooked bread
Grandma's
to
hands.
Wonder Bread. Okay.
Sure. Hey, you heard Sammy Davis Jr. sang on Arsenio the other night?
Yeah.
You watched it?
You watched Sammy Davis sing?
One more question.
Yeah, I just want to ask you one thing. I know that Rick's living in LA also, and I talked to him about the record. He said he heard it. He said he thought it was really good. Do you guys see each other in Los Angeles at all when you're around?
No, well, it's kind of hard for two reasons. Number one, it's hard to look your friend in the eye after he's kind of ripped you off, right? That's bad. But then the other reason is that Rick will just be driving around head banging a lot, just
I'm
head
mad because I went to
thrashing.
Greenblatt the other day to get a sandwich, and they said that Rick Room was just there and he ate all the food in the entire restaurant. It's crazy. No.
That's one hungry man.
But he's a hungry man. Dude, where am I wired? Where am I wired? How do I...